Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we drop in on the Township Council Reorganization meeting where the winners of the November election were sworn in. Al Nygren, the Executive Director and Curator of the New Jersey Film Festival, sits down with the filmmakers of the horror feature film Bloodsuckin Teenage Bimbos to talk about their film that will be premiering at the festival later this month. We welcome Wonder Doug to the East Brunswick Public Library as he performs a magic show for a packed house that entertains all ages. Barbara Reese sits down in studio with author and sociologist Albert Ameo to talk about a new book that he has written. All this, plus we have information on the upcoming event at the Unitarian Society of East Brunswick and more. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now. The East Brunswick Township Council held the reorganization meeting on Tuesday, January 1st, as the winners of the November election were sworn in. Councilman James Wendell won re-election and was sworn in by Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin, while newcomers Sharon Sullivan and Kevin McAvoy joined the council and were sworn in by Assemblywoman Nancy Pinkin and Justice Peter Barnes III, respectively. Councilman Wendell was elected vice president of the council, while Councilman Sterling Stanley was chosen to be the council president.
It's quite humbling to stand here in such a full room. Normally this room doesn't get filled unless there's some other controversial thing going on. So it's nice to have it filled for such a nice occasion. As I enter my third term on council, I can truly say this is going to be the most interesting and exciting time. This team that we have now, from my experience, is one of the most collaborative teams and groups of people here who will be dedicating their time for one reason and one reason only: to make a better East Brunswick. Throughout my time serving the residents, I've learned many things, but the most important thing I've learned is how to come together and work for the betterment of East Brunswick. Being a lifelong resident of East Brunswick, that's my only goal, is a better East Brunswick.
Today, I feel like the luckiest woman in East Brunswick. I stand before my family, friends, elected officials, township employees, and residents with a feeling of humility, pride, and most importantly, a special feeling of excitement. I would like to thank my husband, Steve, my family and friends for their support during my campaign. I look forward to serving all the residents of East Brunswick. As I stand here before all of you today, my promise is a simple one. I will give East Brunswick only positive energy. We'll work tirelessly with all the council people, other elected officials, and township employees in an open, honest, positive, engaging manner. My decision-making will be based on what the residents want and need and what is the best for them. After all, I too am a resident. In the end, it doesn't matter what party you are from or who you voted for. We all want the same: a stronger, a more dynamic, fiscally responsible, united East Brunswick.
It was my favorite president, Harry Truman, who said, "Not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers." And so on Christmas Day, my son and daughter gave me John Meacham's new The Soul of America. Sort of see it as the soul of East Brunswick as I dived into it. Upon cracking it open, I found this introduction. History, as nearly no one seems to know, is not merely something to be read. And it does not refer merely, or even principally, to the past. On the contrary, the great force of history comes from the fact that we carry it with us, are unconsciously controlled by it in many ways, and history is literally present in all that we do. History is literally present in all that we do. May the history that we conduct here afford us the ability to say we worked our hardest for all of the residents of East Brunswick.
With this election, this past election was a referendum of the prior 2 years of hard work and promises that we kept to move East Brunswick into a direction to once again become the crown jewel of Middlesex County. I want to thank the residents of East Brunswick who entrusted us to lead them into the future. With this election also comes absolute majority on council as well as the administration. President Abraham Lincoln said, "If you want to test a man's character, give him power." Well, my fellow residents, I can assure you that the character integrity of all those serving on this council will take great pride in steering the future and fate of East Brunswick in the years to come. With that, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us today and to share this moment that we have together.
Hello everyone, it's Al Nygren, Executive Director and Curator of the New Jersey Film Festival, back to tell you about our Spring 2019 Film Festival, which will begin on January 25th and run on select Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings through March 1st. And we'll be doing a series of filmmaker interviews with some of the local filmmakers, and we have two wonderful ones here today to talk about their amazing horror comedy film, Teenage Bloodsuckin Bimbos. And I'm here today with Anthony Catanese.
Yes.
And Sarah Casey. Sarah is the producer, and Anthony's the director or co-producer.
Correct, yes.
So tell us, how did you guys get involved in this crazy movie?
Well, we've been making movies for years together, and we just sold our last film, and it's a little bit more risque than this movie, so we were like, let's try to make a movie that we can maybe tell people about, not feel embarrassed or be able to describe it. So I was like, all right, I'll write a vampire movie. Everybody likes vampires. That seems sellable. But of course, at the end of the day, once we still ended up being like a DIY movie. That's the name of our company. It was always a little weird and off kilter. So it's not exactly what I set out to do, make a straight line, broad film. But we just try to make something a little bit more palatable and a little more
Well, let's tell
acceptable.
our audience a little bit about it. We have three vampires.
Correct.
Who are these very interesting women who are very sexual, and yet at the same time they're out for blood.
Right, they use, like, that's the thing with the title, Teenage Bloodsuckin Bimbos, is these girls know how to use their charms to trick men back to their place to get their blood. So they use that as their way to lure men in.
Yeah, so, I mean, but how did you guys find these gals? I mean, some of them are actually working in the business, they're not amateurs.
Yeah, the one girl, Gigi, she was an actress, she came in for an audition. We auditioned everybody. So they just came in for auditions, and Gigi, she was on American Grit with John Cena. So she came in, this is actually her first role ever, and she said she usually doesn't get roles because of her voice. She has a very high-pitched voice. I was like, oh, well, that's why you're getting this role, is because of your voice. And then Destiny, who was the main vampire, she was an actress. She came out, I think this was her first movie too, her first big thing. And then we actually had another girl cast in the part of April, but she quit the day before we started filming. So luckily, Penny came in. I called her up and I was like, hey, will you be in this movie? She didn't have a script or anything. She says, yeah, I'll do it. And she's like an award-winning burlesque dancer.
Yeah, yeah.
So luckily she came in, and she always helps us out. So I knew her, and she came in and saved the day at the last minute.
They were very comfortable in front of the camera, and they're very interesting. I mean, they're all different types of personalities, sizes.
Right.
But they're all kind of sexy in their own right, and yet they use that to lure unsuspecting victims to their demise.
And even behind the scenes, as soon as they got together, they were like best friends right away. They all really clicked together.
But how long did it take you to make this film?
Forever.
We started probably August of 2016, and we were still shooting special effects and stuff up until
Yeah, it looks like the special effects probably took the most work, because they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think principal photography it was like a month, maybe 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I was like, okay, because it was summertime, And then, you could tell it was really hot and everything. And then when, the seasons changed, we really couldn't film. So it was like another year
before you could get
before
back
we
to
can
work.
like finish and do all that stuff.
And the post-production part, the special effects took, 5 times as long, or?
No, what happened was we had people working like we were going to do CGI stuff, and then it just didn't work. And at the end of the day, I was like, let's just go do this practically.
Yeah.
And we did it in like a weekend,
That's
like the
crazy.
weekend before it was supposed to premiere.
Wow,
So.
doesn't look that way.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, we were talking before, and you said it was a no-budget film, but it doesn't look that way. I mean, we were talking about how it can look cheesy,
Right.
but in a good way. I mean, the film itself will appeal to a wide variety of people who are looking for camp films.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to make something that was like
Very campy.
I'm a huge fan of like USA Up All Night. Like I grew up watching. Like that's where I got like a lot of my education on film. So I just wanted to make something. Okay, I can see this playing on USA Up All Night. That was my goal.
You guys are based in Trenton.
Yes.
Have you always been from Trenton area?
Yeah.
And there's a vibrant scene of kind of alternative underground
Yeah.
film and media.
Yeah, Trenton's huge right now with like the art scene and everything. Everyone's out there just, whether it's building bikes or doing paintings, music, everything that's going on out there right now.
Well, tell
It's
us.
really cool to
Tell us a little bit more about the film so our audience knows what to expect.
It's comedy horror. Supposed to be my best selling person here. Sarah, why don't you tell a little bit?
It's a Mean Girls meets
There you go. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Yeah. That's usually how we describe it to people.
And I think that's a very good description, and certainly a film that everybody should come and check out. I should tell you that we're going to be screening your film as the feature. The way our festival works is that we primarily have a short film or a couple of short films prior to a feature film. So yours is the feature. And there are 2 other similarly themed films that will be playing prior to yours. The first is by a fellow named Bill Rosenthal. He's from Newton, Massachusetts. And his is called Rule of Thumb. And it's also about a young gal who does a little bit of preying on her boyfriends, plural. And then Ash is by Anthony Lapira, who's from Norwood, New Jersey. So they're both going to be there as part of this gala about horror movies. And all 3 of you will be there to do a Q&A, so our audience will get to see and interact with you, which is one of the pluses of our festival. So, folks, you got to come and check out this great film, Teenage Bloodsuckin' Bimbos. Anthony's going to be there. Sarah's going to be there. A cast and crew will be there as well. So you can interact with them at our screening. That's on Saturday, January 26th. The program starts at 7 p.m. in our state-of-the-art facility, which is Voorhees Hall, room 105 on the Rutgers University College Avenue campus. We're about a block away from the New Brunswick train station. And come on down and check it out. You guys, thanks so much for coming. We really
thanks for having us.
appreciated the
Thanks for having
film.
us.
This is great.
You coming to the festival, and I hope folks will come and check you out.
Oh, they will. See you there.
My name is Doug Wonder from IC Magic. So my show is really designed to be interactive. It's a family show. A lot of times the adults get as much fun out of it as the children. So you'll see during the show that the kids are having a great time, but also you'll see the smiles on the parents' faces. The show is really designed to get the kids involved, so you'll see them screaming back and forth with me. You'll also see me bring up some of the adults to get some comedy out of the show as well. So it's an all-around fun and an interactive magic show.
Don't drop that. Let go of this. Let go of that. Let go of that. Awesome. Perfect. Now,
I'm originally from New Jersey. Actually, we started a company in Orlando, Florida. I was with Universal and Walt Disney World for a few years, but originally from New Jersey, and we perform all throughout the East Coast. We haven't made our way to the West yet, but we do the whole East Coast from top to bottom.
How many ropes do I have in my hand? How many do you have in your hand? If we add them together, how many is that? That's a good school. Stay in school. Stay in school. Okay, watch coast 3 ropes, 1 long, 1 medium, 1 short. The game is simple. Everybody has to keep their eye on the short rope. Can everyone see it? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, watch it close. How many ropes do I have? 3. Right, there's 1. Wait. Did you go? Wait a minute. Did you see the short? It just disappeared. Look, this one's the same size as this one, and this rope is the same size as this one. If you guys missed it, everybody say, whoa. Okay, wait, I'll slow down. Let me take away 1 rope because I was cheating. You see, I had 3 ropes and you guys only have 2 eyes. So I was cheating, all right? So we'll do 2 and 2. Now it's fair and square. Video, how many ropes do I have in my hand? 2, that's right. So now, we have 2 ropes. What?
You can find us online at icmagic.com. That's ISEE magic.com. Also, we have a Facebook page, so you can just search IC Magic, or on Instagram, if you have any photos of us or you want to find us on there, it's IC Magic as well.
Yeah, now the cool thing is inside this box you can see what? Nothing, but watch close, watch carefully. If we take the scarf and place it inside, everybody says the magic word, which is IC Magic.
If you guys are interested in learning magic, stop by icmagic.com. Right at the top of the page, we'll have 5 free tricks for you. If you're ever at one of our shows, we also give away a free trick for some of the lucky ones that perform during the show or help us out during the show. So if you want to get into magic, icmagic.com is the way to go.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're very fortunate today to be here with author and PhD Albert Amayo. Welcome, and we're excited to hear about your new book, Awaken the Power Within in Defense of Self-Help.
Thank you, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about the focus of this new book that you've written.
The main purpose is to raise awareness about the billion with B, self-help culture, which they produce more harm than good. So what I try to is to analyze all these books that are all over. According to Amazon.com, there are more than 300,000 books available on self-help. But the people problem is that, as I have 2 friends, that they keep buying all these books and they never get help. So they think there's something wrong with them. Instead of thinking that it's nothing, but that they always look for something else beyond their inner self to look for books that doesn't help.
So this was your inspiration for writing, seeing all these different books out there that really don't help?
Exactly. That's as a sociologist, I think my duty is to analyze this culture, which is now infesting America. And as one author, very thoughtful author, said that Sham, his book, title books is Sham, How America is Being Disempowered with Self-Help Books. So
how do we empower the readers? How does your book help empower the reader?
First, try to analyze that all these self-help books try to give this sense of victimization first, that you are not good, that you have been abused in your childhood, and all the problems in the future is because of your childhood. So they impose that idea, and then they try to empower them with this book is going to be the solution for your problem.
And how is your book different?
My book is different because I said there is no other book. It's you yourself. You have to go to your inner self. All the power is in you. The kingdom of heaven is within. It's not out.
So you give strategies of how we can harness our inner power.
Right. That's the idea.
Now, your story is quite an inspirational story as well. Now you're a PhD and a sociologist. Tell us a little bit about your growing up.
I was the older child of 5, and my parents were kind of illiterate. They didn't write. My father went only to the first grade of primary school. So, but I was lucky enough that I had access. I used to love always libraries. I used to go to the local library. I would have access to new thought, literature, and that was the one who helped me. That I mean, this kind of literature said you can do it. It's in your power to reach whatever you set in life. So that was my inspiration mainly.
So your positive thinking made a difference in your life. You went on to college, correct?
Right. So I continue doing to follow the example of great people and the advice of that everything, if we want to reach something, we have to fight for it. We have to suffer. We have to go through it. It's not easy. That's the problem in America. We are becoming a quick fix society. We want everything very quickly, immediately, and resolve the problem. That's not the way. We have to go through a process. And that's the only way that I was able to reach my PhD.
And we don't realize it nowadays here, there's more access to higher education, but for you it was a challenge to get access to that higher education.
Right. Yes, you're absolutely right.
And so what do you hope the reader learns from this book?
I want the people learn that there is no power outside them. The power is in them. So if they propose to reach something, they can do it. And they have to focus their attention and beliefs to whatever goal they set in life.
Oh, that's exciting. Now, you also did a lot of research here at the library.
Right.
How did you find the resources here at East
I am
Brunswick
very
Library?
grateful to the staff here because they helped me to find the proper books, and when the books are not available here, they look for me in other libraries, and they gather, and they facilitate all the material that was able to produce these books.
So it's the power of the East Brunswick Public Library helping an author
to
achieve their goals.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
So we're coming to the close. I'm sure we could talk in much more detail about this exciting novel. Perhaps you could tell folks a little bit about how they can get the book.
The book is in Amazon.com.
And it's available in paperback.
Yes, it is available. Also in audiobook.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
So you can listen to it as you go to work.
Exactly, that's the idea.
To inspire you on the way.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for being here. All your books are wonderful, and it's always a learning experience speaking with you. So thank you for all that you do and the research that you do here at the library.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We hope to see you again soon.
Most people want to intervene when something mean is happening, but we don't always know what to do. It could be a racist or anti-Semitic joke, someone being harassed for speaking something other than English, a woman being catcalled. If you want to learn how to interrupt that kind of behavior and be an ally for somebody who's being bullied, I hope you will come on Monday, January 21st. That's the Dr. Martin Luther King holiday, to a day of learning how to be an upstander rather than a bystander. You can come just for the morning or just for the afternoon, or you can come for the whole day. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're providing a delicious lunch. It's open to the public, and it's being held at the Unitarian Society at 176 Tisus Lane in East Brunswick. Presentations are being made by Meta Theater Company at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. martial arts teacher Elena Waldman will be there. We're offering a free lunch of chili and cornbread, both vegetarian and vegan options, and it's a way to grow community and connection. This event is appropriate for adults, for middle schoolers and high schoolers. And while it's free, we are accepting donations to help us cover the costs. Space is limited, so please reserve your free ticket at our Eventbrite page. You can look for us MLK at TUS. Bring a friend, and I hope to see you there.
Are you a fan of theater? A patron of the arts? Do you find it too difficult to get to a Broadway show? If so, Playhouse 22 is perfect for you. Held in East Brunswick's Community Arts Center at 721 Cranberry Road, Playhouse 22 is the go-to spot for a night at the theater. With new productions almost every month, you'll never have to wait too long to see a show. The award-winning team at Playhouse 22 puts on a wide array of plays, ranging from classics like Death of a Salesman to musicals like Grease and family favorites like A Christmas Carol. The Playhouse also offers affordable season ticket packages for theater-goers of all ages. Conveniently located right here in East Brunswick, Playhouse 22 is perfect for the casual viewer, the lifelong theater fan, and everyone in between. Visit the theater website at www.playhouse22.org for information on upcoming performances.